Hello, this is Jana Strunk, your Independent Sales Director. I'm so excited for you and for us as you start your journey with us with Mary Kay. These things that I'm going to be going over right now are some of the things that will just help you get into action in your Mary Kay business. That's why I call it your action pack. And so I'm just going to take you through these real quickly and kind of explain a little bit more about them. The first one here, this is the new consultant letter. This new consultant letter just tells you a little bit about me, my family, my journey in Mary Kay, my goals, and our meeting times, things like that. So feel free to check that out. The next thing I want to share with you is the Career Talk Q&A. This is just something that we utilize when we're sharing the facts about Mary Kay with people. I will do that initially with you so you can start earning prizes called the Pearls of Sharing. And so I just usually have you take notes, and if it's a three-way call, I just have you listen in, and your friend that you have on the call with us will ask questions. I will answer the questions, and you will learn more about sharing the facts about Mary Kay. So this is just a Career Talk Q&A guide. You can do 2 to a page. I would just suggest having some of these on hand just to document the people that we are sharing the facts about Mary Kay with, so that way you can follow up later at a later time with some of these people. The next one is 30 Faces in 30 Days. This is a great way to track the number of people that you are sharing the Mary Kay products with. It's really hard to get a good read on how things are going to go in your business until after that training period. And so generally when you do 30 Faces, you get enough practice that you get enough training. It feels like you kind of know what you're doing, and it really is a great opportunity for you to share the products and get used to that presentation. So here you can print this off and you can document who that you're sharing the Mary Kay products with, their name, their phone number, when you shared the products with them, what your sales were, not including sales tax, when you booked their follow-up facial for, and if you gave them a CD or some literature about the Mary Kay opportunity. And also it says Q&A done. So that's the Career Talk guide that we just went over. There are several reasons why you want to track the people that you're sharing the products with, and one of the reasons is when you do 15 faces in 15 days, you're going to be able to be recognized for doing a perfect start. When you do 30 faces in 30 days, that's called a power start. And when you share the product with 30 people in 30 days and also share the Mary Kay opportunity with 10 people, and that would be you and I doing a career talk, that's called the Power Start Plus. So you get great prizes, but Mary Kay always said that attract number grows, and what that means is if you know how many people you're sharing the products with and maybe how much they're purchasing, are you booking that follow-up appointment, are you sharing the Mary Kay opportunity, it kind of helps you work your business full circle and make sure that you are maximizing the benefits of this business. Okay, the next page is the closing survey. I would suggest printing off several of these, putting them in your starter kit, because after you're done showing the product to people and telling them about different sets that might be available for them to purchase and take home, you will want to hand them a survey. This survey is fantastic for you to use during your individual consultation, and I will go ahead and go over that with you. So they fill out the information, and when I'm working with them in a separate room after the facial, because remember, money is really not anyone else's business. So what they purchase or how much they purchase or the problems they're having with their skin or things like that, that's a private matter. So I have them bring in their customer profile that they filled out and their facial survey to our individual consultation. I look at the top number in here and say, okay, well, I see that you marked 5 on a scale of 1 to 5, so you must like how that felt on your skin. Tell me a little bit about how the skincare made your skin feel. And I always like to also ask, did you have fun? because it's important to me that people have fun during their pampering session. And number 2, I look at that and say, okay, well, I see that you would love to have the TimeWise Ultimate Miracle Set, and is that something that you'd like to take home with you today? If they say, well, I can't take home all or whatever, you just jot down on the sales sheet. I go ahead and take the order and write down everything that they do want to take home today. And, once I write one thing down, I'll say, okay, and what else? Give them permission to shop. And then when they're finished shopping, they'll say, I think that's it. And then you can go ahead, collect the money or collect the form of payment. You could ask them, how would you like to take care of that? And so collect their form of payment. And then next, you would look at the next one and say, okay, well, I see at your follow-up appointment, you would like to learn more about a seasonal color update. That is going to be so much fun because with fall, there's so many bright, vivid, fun colors that we could play with. Or maybe she's someone that doesn't like vivid colors, say, you know what, we're going to update your seasonal color look and just give you a natural look that we talked about. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So what works best for you? I have next Tuesday night or next Thursday night available. And so give them 2 options. Go ahead and schedule their follow-up appointment. And then after you have it scheduled on your date book, you will say, okay, well, I see here, down here that you would be interested in learning how to earn free product at your follow-up appointment. So this is how that works. When you have girlfriends over, this is how you can earn great rewards from this hostess program. And so you can explain more about the options that you have available. Number 5, this is just getting the things that might excite them about a Mary Kay career. And so you go down here on number 6, and I usually just say to them, okay, well, especially like if they mark the bottom one, I'm willing to listen to help you for training purposes. I just say, Susie, thank you so much for just really being willing to help me with my training. As you know, I'm pretty new in my Mary Kay business, and I'm really excited and eager to learn more from my sales director. So what we would do is just set up a time that we can get together for coffee with my independent sales director, and she'll just share some facts about Mary Kay with you. The best thing you can do is just ask questions, and I will learn. And if it's something for you, great. If not, that's completely fine as well. So what works best for your schedule? Friday evening or Saturday morning. So you can set up different times available, and I'll show you here after a bit how you can see my calendar at a glance and schedule those appointments without giving me a call or a text. So if they have call me, I want to know more, go ahead and still set up a time. And if it says, where do I sign, then you will take them to Mary Kay in Touch or have a paper agreement with you and have them fill that out. If they do say, where do I sign, then you'll go to Mary Kay in Touch under the Business Tools tab and go to Online Agreements and click Create a New Agreement. And you can go over that agreement right then and there with them. You click Begin Agreement and follow it through. How does that sound? Does that sound pretty simple? Great. Okay, so that was, and at the bottom of the closing survey, there's an opportunity for them to jot down the names and the numbers of the people that they think really deserve a pampering session. So those are referrals. So maybe you already did a referral game, so they don't have to write anything down there. But if you forgot to get referrals during the facial or the party, that's a great way for you to get referrals. Okay, next, eye shapes. This is super easy because at the first appointment, generally we do skincare and maybe a little glamour on the go. But at their follow-up appointment, they do have an opportunity to do some advanced glamour if they'd like. One of the biggest reasons that people don't wear makeup is because no one has ever shown them how to do it. So women that I've worked with absolutely love figuring out how to work with their eyes. And so these are the 5 basic eye shapes, okay? So standard eyes, it says right here, eyes that are about 1 eye width apart. Hooded eyes are eyes that are set so the natural crease in the eyelid is not readily seen. About 80% of women have hooded eyes. Deep set eyes, eyes that are set making the brow bone appear more noticeable. Wide set eyes, eyes that are more than 1 eye width apart. and close-set eyes, eyes that are less than one eye width apart. So this is how to apply their eyeshadows. It's like a paint by number. It couldn't get any easier than that, right? So this is my suggestion. I would print off several of these, cut them out, and paper clip them together and keep them with your starter kit. So at your follow-up appointments, you can just pull it out and say, okay, Mary, let's take a look at your eyes. Which eye shape do you think you have? And so you can go over the different eye shapes and then give her one of these that she might be able to take it home and have it in her bathroom so she can remember how you taught her to apply her eye makeup. Okay, next is our foundation chart. The foundation chart is fantastic. Okay, this comes straight from Mary Kay, and you see on here, generally most women get the Timewise foundations, the liquid foundations, and so when you know what someone's liquid foundation shade is, it's really easy to convert to other products that they may be interested in. So let's say that someone is a beige 2 and she says, hey, I would like to purchase a facial highlighting pen. What shade should I use? So you'll start here at beige 2 and go across to the facial highlighting pen, which is up here, and she would be shade 2. Maybe she would like to try a CC cream, and so you would just go over here and say, oh, you would be light to medium. So it makes it very simple for them to try different products and for you to be able to look at a glance and know exactly what they should be using. The back of it is one of my favorite parts. This is a foundation shade undertone chart for Timewise liquid foundations. When you're trying to match a foundation with someone, how do you know where to start? Well, the first place to start is finding out what their undertone is, and you can do that just by asking some simple questions, especially with women that have ivory or beige tones. Generally, what you will ask is, Susie, when you go into the sun, do you burn and just burn, or do you burn and then it turns into a tan right away, or do you just tan? Because when they just burn, they have a pink undertone. When they burn and then they tan, usually they're yellow. And when they just tan, they're olive. Okay? Our foundations start out, the very lightest is ivory, the mid-tone is beige, and the darkest foundations we have are bronze. So if someone they were pretty light, but not real light, I might start out trying the Ivory 4 with her. If the Ivory 4 is a little bit too light, I would go to the Beige 1 because that would be a step darker. And if that is still too light, I would do a stripe test on the side of her face using a Beige 2. That is just kind of how that works. Also, what I have found in my experience is that Beige 4 sometimes can slip right in here below the Beige 2. Also, the beige 6 may be a dark yellow as well. So consider that when you are matching foundations. This is something, by the way, that I usually copy on cardstock, front and back, and laminate it and put it with your starter kit. It is a fantastic tool that I think you'll be glad that you utilized. This is initial inventory bonus sheet. I am not going to go in depth on this, but with your very first order with Mary Kay, you can get some amazing product bonuses. So I'm just going to go over some of these things briefly. The wholesale order, that is the wholesale value of the product, and this is the retail. So wholesale is the sale price basically that you pay, and the retail value is how much you sell it for. There's a Color 101 gift that you can earn. You can earn up to $620 in free product with your very first order. So without going over all of that, I would just have you print this off and you and I will go over this together. So go ahead and print that off. Next is the Miracle Set Tray. The Miracle Set Tray when you're using the TimeWise Miracle Set, this is appropriate for women between the ages of probably 18 and 40. And so it's got great age-fighting benefits, but it also helps clear the skin as well. This is the tray sheet. You can go ahead and print these off, start using it immediately. This is the order of application in which I use. If you don't like this, you can create your own by going to Mary Kay and Touch. I will show you how to do that right now. So you click on Mary Kay and Touch. Under your Business Tools tab, you'll click on Build Your Own. And over here on the drop-out menu, Disposable Tray Party Placemats. And when that pops up, it will allow you to put whatever you want. The first thing that you click on is going to go in the upper left-hand corner, and then the second one will go next. So in whatever order that you pick the products, that's the order in which they will add to your party placemat. Okay. Let's go ahead and go back to this. And so I'm just going to briefly tell you what I do with a facial. Generally, I don't do microderm at every facial. I like them to try the TimeWise Miracle Set or the TimeWise Repair Set and fall in love with that initial skincare because that's the basic stuff, okay? So I usually have them cleanse with the cleanser and then wipe it off with their wet cloth. Then the night solution comes next. I have them apply the night solution just on the left side of their face, not including the eye area. And then I have them fan that because this product, you can really tell a difference when you just use it in one area. The next one is the day solution. I have them go ahead and apply the day solution also on the left side of the face. This is going to show them how utilizing this day and night solution works as a 1-2 punch to renew and protect your skin. And so they'll also notice a difference in the size of their pores and the smoothness of their skin. And then I have them moisturize all over their face and their neck. Next, I have them utilize an eye cream out in the crow's feet area, utilizing their ring fingers because they don't have the muscular structure to tug or pull. Next, I do a lip mask, and I have them scrub the lip mask back and forth and let it set for a little bit. This is a great opportunity for you to play a referral game or something fun like that. And then they wipe that off with a wet cloth, and they try the lip balm. And if you choose to do foundation primer before the foundation, you can utilize that. Okay, next we'll go over party preparation. This is a letter from me to you, so if I'm coming to do a party with you, you can have your guest arrive 5 minutes before the start time of the party, set up the table with mirrors, trays, customer profiles, ink pens, facial cloths. I'll allow you to go ahead and read through this, but this also is a good thing for you to have in mind when you are calling your hostesses, so that way you know what to tell them, to have their guests arrive 5 minutes early, and have a table set up so you can set up your things there, okay? So, of course, they're not going to be setting up mirrors and trays. You will be doing that. But you can also tell them if they plan on serving snacks, to plan on doing so at the end of the facials while you are doing individual consultations with her guest, and letting her know that you will arrive. I usually arrive when I'm setting up a party 30 minutes in advance. So that's a great way to coach your hostesses, but that's just a letter from me to you when we do a get-together together. Okay, TimeWise Repair Tray. This is when you share the TimeWise Repair Set. There's cleanser, lifting serum, night and day cream. I generally don't do night cream and day cream together. I generally do one or the other depending on whether it's night or day. And all of the other things we've explained so far. Next is the extras that I suggest packing in your starter kit. Hair ties and pins, that's pretty self-explanatory because when we're doing facials, we don't want people's hair to continually get in their face. Ink pens, we need some ink pens. They don't have to be Mary Kay ink pens, but they can just get yourself some ink pens so you can put in there so people can write on their customer profiles, their facial surveys, and so on. Cotton balls. Cotton balls are a must because you want people to be able to take off their eye makeup with our oil-free eye makeup remover. They will instantly fall in love with that. Next is our Glamour on the Go products. I like to have some creamy eye colors, creamy cheek colors, and lip gloss for them to try. I know that when I go out in public and if I want to spend some time with some girlfriends, I don't want to leave with no makeup on because I might have to stop by the grocery store or to get gas or, I might have another engagement that I'm going to. So the Glamour on the Go provides enough to really help them look fabulous, okay, and keep them wanting more. So those are different options there. Also, some skincare supplements. We talked about having an eye cream and the microdermabrasion set. If you do demonstrate the microdermabrasion set, it comes right after the cleansing process. Alternative skincare options. The Botanicals is suitable for our younger audience. It does not provide age-fighting benefits. It's also suitable for people that have super, super, super sensitive skin. So maybe they've tried the Time-Wise Voluform Repair. Maybe they've tried the Time-Wise Miracle Set, and it just didn't work out for them. Those are people that would work really well with the Botanical set. And then, of course, there's the Time-Wise Voluform Repair Set. That is amazing for people with dry skin in their late 30s or maybe they're in their 40s and really starting to notice visible signs of aging. This is a fabulous set of products for that. Down here you'll find the satin sets, satin lips and satin hands. These are famous. Everyone has heard about these, and so they are great to have on hand. A travel roll-up bag. When you have a lot of my promotions, give a travel roll-up bag when they buy a Time-Wise Repair set or when they buy an Ultimate Miracle set. So it's great to have that travel roll-up bag there to display how they can keep all of their amazing Mary Kay products in one place and make it super easy to travel with. And of course, the closing facial surveys. We talked about putting that in your starter kit. So make copies of those and put those in there. And then the disposable party placemat trays. Make copies of those, cut them out, and put them underneath the plastic trays in your mirrors. Next, I want to talk to you about the active status. When you start a Mary Kay business, you have the opportunity to have a 50% discount and earn discount privilege. So when you order a minimum of $450 suggested retail in any Section 1 products, you'll receive a 50% discount on your entire Section 1 order, and you qualify for the earned discount privilege. And with that earned discount privilege, you can receive a 50% discount on any subsequent orders that you place, regardless of the size, through the end of 2 months after your order. For example, if you place a minimum 450 suggested retail order in August, you earn the discount privilege that will apply until October 31st. So you'll be eligible for the earned discount privilege as long as you maintain your active status. And active status, that is when an independent beauty consultant is active within a month, placing a minimum 225 wholesale Section 1 product order when that order is received and accepted by the company in the following 2 calendar months. So that explains a little bit about active status. If you do have questions, you can always refer back to this page, or please feel free to ask. Next is our inventory options worksheet. This has been something that's been designed by Mary Kay, and we do have the opportunity to start our business with product. And when I started my Mary Kay business, I didn't start out with enough product, and I soon found out that I was spending more on shipping and gasoline than anything else. So delivering orders. So this worksheet will hopefully give you a better idea of, depending on your activity, how much product would be beneficial for you to have on hand. So I would encourage you to go ahead and fill out this survey, and then it will show below what the company would suggest for you. As always, this is completely up to you, and I will be discussing this with you when we do our phone call. Okay, so this is the new consultant page. So if you have not joined us on Facebook, go ahead and click here. There's also amazing prizes that you can earn. Here's the video that I suggested in the email that you watch. and that is about inventory, so you can learn more about Section 1 and Section 2. Here are the pearls that you can earn. We talked about that as well. There's a lot of great things for you to learn here. So you can click here to book your career talks with me. I told you I was going to show you that. Also, here's a place for you to submit your photos for recognition. And for your prizes, when you earn prizes on this page, please put your name, your email, and the prize that you earned and click submit. That will go directly to my office, and you will receive the prizes that you so richly deserve. So I am so excited to work with you. Thank you so much for taking the time to go over this and learn more how to get into action with your Mary Kay business. Please contact me after you finish watching this, and let's set up a time that we can meet or get together over the phone to talk more about how you want to get your business started.